So let's get into it today. We're going to go to a demo now. We're going to talk about how easy it is to get Seeds set up. And so what I've done today is I put together a Drupal website for an unlikely candidate. So we'll switch over to that right here. And you'll be able to check this out now. What I've done is I've put together a website for as if our favorite Seinfeld character, George Costanza, had decided that he himself was going to run for Congress. Okay? So there's George right there, right? We can see George. And this is your typical campaign website, right? It's got all the signs, right? The unions have endorsed Costanza. It's got resources, a media room, blogs. It's got all the different features that you want. And of course, hiding over there in the right corner in yellow is our classic Get Involved button. But this is going to make you all really sad because when I click the Get Involved button, again, right? Another static form. Come on, George, get it together, right? All right, so what I want to do is show you another option, right? What could be behind that Get Involved button. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up George Costanza's Seeds campaign. And that starts with just a simple link that I'll get via email from the Seeds team, right? I've signed up with Seeds. I'm going to get an email. And it takes me to a page that looks like this to set up, to customize the George Costanza Seeds campaign. So it asks me for a few simple things, right? The campaign name, so I'm going to type in Costanza for Congress. That campaign website URL, I'll type in costanzaforcongress.com. It asks me to customize it by adding a high-resolution photo of George, which I have ready, and a campaign logo, which I created earlier today. And there we go. I can customize some other colors too, but we're just going to do it like this. We'll do it simple. I'll click Save. It'll upload those photos. And there we go. There's George staring right back at us, right? So this is really cool. So we'll do a couple other things. We'll integrate the campaign's Twitter account. George tweets a lot. He wants people to know what he thinks and where he is at every given time. And the Instagram account, so we can get great photos of George out in the campaign trail. So I created Costanza 2013 and Costanza for Congress right here. I'm going to create those accounts I created earlier today. I'll save that, and when I click back to the dashboard, there we go. So we've got pictures from George's Instagram account popping right up there. So this is kind of a theme that we played a lot with at National Field when we were designing Seeds, is that we wanted to piggyback onto systems that the campaign was already using. Instead of having to dedicate new resources to administrating this piece of technology, we would just piggyback on top of things like Instagram, like Twitter, so that there's constantly new content being brought into the application. So we're the new Seeds admin for the Costanza campaign. Let's add some other content here, right? So when volunteers come in, they'll be able to see an announcement. We say, welcome to our new Actions Center. Woo! Right, there we go. We'll add that. Let's create a campaign kickoff event so that volunteers and our supporters, when they sign in, they're able to sign up to our campaign kickoff event. So Costanza kickoff, and we'll host it at the National Field offices, of course, Washington, D.C., and we'll make it today, and we'll do it at 8 p.m. There we go. Create the event. And there we go. We've got our campaign kickoff event that's been created. Now anybody can sign up for that. Now, one of the things that's sort of a theme of our architecture here is that we wanted it not to be something, we didn't want Seeds to be something where you had to hire extra campaign staff to manage it, which is why we do things like piggyback on top of your existing Instagram account, right? So if I'm out in the field with George, right, and we just like stopped at a diner and had a great piece of pie and met some voters, right, I can take an Instagram photo and put a good filter on it, and I can post it, and it'll very quickly populate right onto the website. There we go. So again, super easy, right? Super easy tools. You're already using Instagram, so why not harness the power of that, pull that in there, and provide great photos, which really give the campaign the feeling that things are moving forward without having to have a digital team that's like managing your blog and doing all this other kind of stuff. You only need one person to keep this going. And this doesn't feel like an administrative backend, right? It just feels like you're another user on the tool if you're using it and managing it. So we think that's really cool. I'll come over, I'll add some files, right? Some good flyers for the campaign. Let's see what we have here. Let me go to my desktop. I created a volunteer flyer. Let's see. And I can just drag that in. So we can change some details of this, right? We can say this is our volunteer sign-up sheet and download it now. Whatever we want to say about it, and we'll save it, and it'll pop on down there. So that's really great. So this is moderated file sharing, which means that this is just campaign staff that's uploading these files, so you can keep the best versions of anything, which is really great. I want to switch gears now. That's sort of how to get Seed started. We did that in, I don't know, just like 90 seconds, 2 minutes, something like that. Really, really simple. Anybody can do it.